Simple. It's a word we all associate with ease, comfort, and straightforwardness. But when it comes to designing an electric scooter that checks all the right boxes, well, that's far from simple. Let's see if Simple Energy has pulled off the tough job of creating something that lives up to its name. Hello and welcome to PowerDrift. Today we are in Bangalore with Simple Energy and we have their electric scooter, the Simple One, with us. Five years ago, Simple launched the Simple One, and a year later, they conducted their first test drive. Back then, the scooters were still pre-production models and the brand had a lot of work to do on it. Fast forward to 2022, where they relaunched the Simple One with a lot of improvements, but there was still room for refinement when it came to fit and finish. Back then, they did not conduct any test ride. However, now we finally get an updated version of the scooter and also a chance to test ride it. But the big main question is, has the brand delivered on their promise? Time to find out. Now, while the name Simple One might suggest simplicity, making an electric scooter is far from simple. The brand has taken all this time to work on all these updates, and there are a lot of them. So, here's a rundown for you guys.
248 kilometers new IDC range, which is about 36 kilometers. App integration with vehicle navigation, updated ride mode, ODR updates, regenerative braking, trip history and status check, customizable dash schemes, find my vehicle, rapid brake lighting indication, tire pressure monitoring system, USB charging port, park assist forward and backward, auto brightness tools, and sound. Well,
there might not be any major mechanical updates other than the regenerative braking and an increased range. Instead, most of the updates are tech-related.
Now, you know what's simple? Waking up in the morning, that's simple. Making a sandwich? Simple. But making an electric scooter and one that stands out? Definitely not simple. And if you take a look at the One, you'll see it has an aggressive design, sharp body panels and full LED lighting. In fact, if you saw it zoom by on the streets, you might even mistake it for the 450X. But take a closer look and you'll see they're quite different. Compared to the previous generation, the fit and finish have definitely improved, and I personally like how it looks.
Now let's talk about what powers this scooter. The Simple One packs a 5 kWh battery which is split into two parts. A fixed 3.5 kWh battery under the floorboard and a removable or portable 1.5 kWh battery in the boot. It delivers a peak power of 8.5 kW and 72 Newton meters of torque. Also gives a claimed range of 248 kilometers in eco mode and a top speed of 105 kilometers per hour. Well, we will only be able to test the range once we get the scooter back in Pune. But for now, these numbers are very impressive on paper.
But how do these numbers add up? From the moment you open the throttle, the Simple One feels fast and accelerates just like an EV should. The response is quite smooth and there is no sense of throttle lag at all. For me, it felt all good until the battery charge dropped to 40%. I was spinning the scooter in dash mode on the highway when suddenly the scooter stopped responding to my throttle inputs. It felt like the throttle had been cut off from the scooter for a few seconds. This happened a couple of times, which was something I wasn't happy with, and I had expected the brand to have fixed these sort of issues by now. Nonetheless, the rest of my ride was very pleasant and I enjoyed riding the One. A 5 kWh battery is quite substantial, so naturally, charging takes time. Simple claims that it takes about 6 hours to go from 0 to 80% charge on a home charger. But using a fast charger, which is sold separately, will reduce that time. In any case, an overnight charge seems like the best option. You can plug the scooter in directly and it will charge both batteries. But if you don't have access to direct charging, you can always take the removable battery with you and charge it separately. The Simple One features a simple suspension setup with a telescopic fork at the front and monoshock at the rear, tuned on the softer side. It's not overly plush but offers enough comfort to handle bad city roads. You can ride the scooter comfortably at higher speeds, around 80 to 90 km per hour, and it remains stable. I rode it for 100 kilometers and have no complaints in this department. Comfortable yet sporty. That's exactly how the Simple One feels on the move. The seat is well cushioned with ample space reserved for the rider. The rider's triangle offers a comfortable position well suited to my frame. Also, the floorboard is quite spacious, providing plenty of room even for larger boat sizes. In the handling department, the Simple One strikes a fine balance between agility and stability. It changes direction effortlessly, even at higher speeds, while still feeling planted. Braking duties are handled by discs at both ends, delivering progressive stopping power, which should feel okay even for no-voice riders. However, under hard braking, especially at higher speeds, they can feel quite sharp, and that might feel scary for some.
The Simple One rides well, with impressive numbers on paper. It feels promising, but here's the complication. It's been a while since a brand made its entry, and there's just been a lot of back and forth with getting their product out in the market. It faces stiff competition from established players in the market. The Ola S1 Pro Plus with its 5.3 kWh battery and the iQube ST with its 5.1 kWh battery are its biggest rivals. The pricing is also competitive, but it will be a real challenge for the Simple One to become the one. The scooter continues to be priced at 1,66,000 even after these updates, while the Ola S1 Pro Plus is priced at 1,69,000 and the iQube ST at 1,86,000. Not to forget, we are yet to ride the Simple One, which gets a smaller battery pack. So, is this a case of too little, too late? Do let us know in the comments what you guys think. Till then, I'm Ananya signing off.